GM crypto AI news analysis here. It is January 18th. And before I get on this video, I just want to say none of the things I talk about in this video are buy or sell signals, buy envy tokens. All of them are my own conviction, my own research for where I think the current market's going and where I think are the best opportunities currently. So let's just get on with this video. So first off, I'm sure everybody and their mom has heard about Donald Trump's meme coin. He launched it 18 hours, which is why I'm launching this video as should you buy Trump's meme coin? And I'm going to go talk about it a bit. How does this affect the entire crypto sector? Is it a good investment? What the fuck should we do? Because it's the first time that Donald Trump is out here officially endorsing his own meme coin. So he made this tweet here. This was completely, nobody knew about this, by the way. It just fucking launched last night. And before any of you guys asked, no, I didn't buy this. I was out with my friends when this came out. And I saw it this morning and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I see this shit, dude, pretty much a 20x ever since then. And if I did see it, I would have bought it. But what a shame. But essentially, Donald Trump's meme coin here. My new official Trump meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for, winning. Join my very special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Go to trumpmemes.com. Have fun. So this is a real Donald Trump coin. People were thinking, is this a scam or not? And we did some research onto this. And apparently it's not. Apparently it's real. Even his own family is endorsing this coin here. But before I talk about should you buy this or not, do I ape into Trump's meme coin? Is this the biggest thing ever? Because obviously this is a pretty crazy event. A meme coin going from 0 to 7 billion in a couple hours is unheard of. And it's just insane. But if you look at the tokenomics here of Trump's meme coin, so 1 billion Trump over 3 years. And if we look at the allocations, it's about 10% of the distribution goes to the public, while 10% goes to liquidity, and then the other 80% is allocated to insiders who get unlocked tokens over the next couple months or so. So basically, this coin, he even endorses here where he literally says that they're not intended to be or the subjective of any investment opportunity, investment contract, or security of any type. So even he's not endorsing this coin. I don't know what he's doing dropping the meme coin like this. He's probably just doing it as a power play, honestly. But we look at this, right? You got to realize that only 10% of the supply is released to the public. And as you can see from here, the FDV is 23 billion, while the market cap's only 5 billion. So that market cap is a representative of liquidity and also how much supply is released to the public. This other 18 billion is in one fucking wallet. So we look at this, 80% of the supply is in one wallet. So I don't know who the fuck has this, but it is going to be distributed to all these other investors here. So is this a good buy? Well, it could be because of the Trump is having so much attention and he's probably going to make crypto even fucking greater. So this could go up into the long term or short term even more here. I'm biased for a small bit of a correction here before another leg, but overall this token here, you got to realize that there's a bit of a risk here because these guys will dump on your ass over the next couple months. They'll sell on your ass. And this coin isn't going to go into infinity as many people might think. So right now, I don't know. It could be good in the short term, but in the current long term, we'll see what happens. But of course, even he doesn't endorse it. So that's just what I'm going to say about this. But as a result of this event with Donald Trump creating his own meme coin, so meme coins overall in other sectors, so we were finally trying to see some green. So, but then this was a huge liquidity suck, and now PopCap, for example, down 20%. A lot of meme coins are down on the day, and even on Base chain, so meme coins are fucked. So Base was finally having some good times. So KeyCat, I love this coin, but this one was doing really good, 55 million, and then now almost a 50% pullback because people are selling their bags to chase Trump coin, which I'm not saying that is a bad thing. If you're there early and you see it and you think about it and then you say, oh, maybe this is good, then I would actually suggest that you could probably sell some of your bag. Of course, you don't want to sell like all of it unless you have a small amount, but usually selling a little bit of it and then chasing the new play is not a bad idea, which some people took that opportunity. But if we also look at Virtual's AI, so Virtual's AI, so why I say crypto AI news analysis here instead of just meme coins, is that Virtual's and AI overall is the main narrative in crypto. And right now it is also getting fucked over, and pretty much every AI coin right now got fucked. And there's a little bit of a recovery pump right now. I don't know if it'll be sustained, but right now a lot of coins, even the strong ones, so Game, for example, down pretty much back almost to its price back here. So could this be a good buying opportunity? Maybe, but at this rate, when it got destroyed so hard from its pump, it probably has to go sideways for a couple days, maybe a few weeks, until a huge fucking rally like this. It's not going to do V-shaped recovery on AI. But AI has a lot of fucking mind share right now, so maybe it could do the recovery quite faster than we expected. But meme coins actually have a very nice narrative. So meme coins were getting super fucked, right? And we were thinking, okay, are they ever going to get pumped again? Like even Michi, for example, this one is doing so good here, and then now it's all the way back down to the lows. And what this actually does, this Trump event, is that this is actually really good for Solana ecosystem. So Donald Trump, he's essentially onboarding a lot of boomers on the Solana. So on crypto, what the main goal is that it's the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world, right? But to play this Ponzi scheme, you want to be in earliest before the other investors so you can make the most money, right? And the thing is that these people coming in, that come in as the retail investors, so they see things like Donald Trump coin, they're going to buy into Donald Trump coin. And again, they are onboarded into the Solana ecosystem, which is good for people who are investing in other coins, because that means perhaps they'll be interested in other meme coins besides just Donald Trump coin here. So this is actually a really good thing because it brings in a lot of liquidity and is actually reflected on the price of Solana. So I think Solana, if I could find it, is extremely doing well. So as we can see, Solana pretty much up only since the last few days or so, and now it is pretty much almost at it went to all-time high here, and then now it's consolidating at this range at 257. So Solana is absolutely fucking insane because Donald Trump launched this on Solana, which makes sense. It has the most liquidity to launch meme coins. So this one pumped the most. So you got to realize this is a very bullish event for Solana, and into the future, it's going to be very good because now we have a lot more people that weren't previously exposed to crypto now are exposed to crypto, which means there's more money circulating, which means more coins are going to be pumped to even higher prices because of something like this with the Trump meme coin. But there's also the possibility that those people that take profits on the Trump meme coin, they just never touch crypto again. But most likely that's not going to happen because still we are just before the retard phase where everything goes crazy and people are going to be aping shit left and right. So this is actually a net positive for the midterm. For the short term, there's a lot of pullbacks on people that were positioned in AI and memes, which sucks. But if you have remaining liquidity lying around, then perhaps it could be good options to buy into them. But would I suggest for you guys to immediately do that? Because I know that a lot of people are going to be feeling a lot of emotions. There's a lot of euphoria, greed, fear right now, especially if they're memes and AI coins. And personally, from my perspective, get these emotions out of your system. They're not going to help you. They're just going to make you do stupid decisions. And right now, what you should be doing, if anything, is observe which coin should I buy into, where's liquidity going to rotate to. Okay, it's short term is going to bolster the Solana ecosystem, and it's also going to bolster the meme coin ecosystem overall because the president of the United States is launching a fucking meme coin, right? That's insane for the meme coin narrative. But what about AI? AI is probably the biggest narrative before all this meme coin debacle, and where could that liquidity rotate to? Okay, well, AI actually actual use case, so maybe liquidity will rotate there. Maybe I should deploy. Like, you got to think about these things, but we don't know if it's going to completely rotate the AI or if it's going to go back to Solana meme coins like cat coins and shit. We'll see what's going to happen. Either way, the best thing to do is to be positioned in both AI and memes because they are the two biggest narratives right now. But in any case, don't like spend all your money all at once. If anything, dollar cost average, and just observe which coins you should put your money into and cut the ones that are not doing good and observe strength, right? But that is just my brief speech on that whole situation with the Trump coin. So should you buy it? Well, could be good in the midterm. Long term, I don't know. You might get dumped on by the centralized supply. In the short term, we'll see. It went up a lot already, so we could see a correction before it goes up again. But this will also be helped a lot by inauguration potentially, but inauguration might actually be a sell to news event. So I keep going back and forth on if inauguration is going to be sell to news or it's going to be a pump to news event. But currently, as we see from the price action of Bitcoin, so Bitcoin's actually up only from 89K essentially. So it pretty much just went up only a huge return, like 20% or some shit. So a lot of people are up in profits. And right now, Bitcoin is still in this mean reverting environment. So the chance of it doing a fucking crazy pump all the way to Valhalla in the immediate short term is most likely not going to happen. because a lot of people are up in profits, and perhaps we could see an actual meaner version back down to maybe 97K here as liquidity is more concentrated here. So don't get too fucking horny and expect some sort of crazy ass movement and open shit ton of longs, 100x longs, we're going to the moon. You're going to get liquidated, and there's a chance actually for some sort of profit taking to happen within the next days or so, maybe up to Monday. But Monday could actually also be a sell the news event, and perhaps we see some sort of chop until afterwards when the money printer gets activated or Donald Trump releases some crazy fucking crypto shit on day one. Maybe he releases the Bitcoin Federal Reserve on day one, which would send crypto prices even higher. But we'll see what's going to happen. And yeah, I'll briefly also talk about base chain as well. So base chain is the chain that I like to focus on the most, and you guys are probably wondering, is this cooked forever? Because base meme coins are fucked, virtual meme coins are fucked, Ethereum is fucked, and Solana is getting all the attention. But you got to realize that Donald Trump, he still has a huge fucking, his biggest bag is Ethereum. Like, people found his wallet. He has like tens of millions of dollars in Ethereum, and he had previous exchanges with Coinbase. So there's probably going to be some things of Coinbase. Maybe Donald Trump on his first day, he releases some event that, okay, we're going to be working with Coinbase closely because it's the biggest centralized exchange in America. Because Donald Trump likes this emphasis on promoting things made in America. And Solana is an American coin, right? And probably Bitcoin, but there's Bitcoin's crypto. Maybe it was made by some guy in Japan, but overall, he likes things in America, right? And Coinbase is an American company. And Coinbase does have Ethereum. Ethereum is Canadian, but perhaps Ethereum could get that hated rally because nobody is paying attention to it. And all our virtual coins here and all our base coins here could send like fucking crazy, right? But basically, just don't go too fucking crazy about this. Ethereum is not going to be dead. It's probably going to be fine. But let's look at this. So the cookie fund dashboard, so market cap wise, a little bit of a bleed, market range going down a bit. AI sector is just getting fucked over, except for Fartcoin. So Fartcoin is doing super fucking nice. I don't have this coin, but maybe I should have got into it. But Fartcoin is, what's really nice about this token is that it's a intersection of AI and memes. And perhaps it could go a little higher here, honestly, which is, this chart is extremely insane. But the meme coin meta got reignited based off of Donald Trump, and Solana prices are way higher, which is helping Fartcoin rise in price. So this is going to be quite nice, honestly. But if we look at the tweets here, so I'm just going to go over tweets. So today marks 6 months since launch. In the last 12 hours, we were featured on Trump's website as the way to buy, processed nearly 400 million in volume, crushed fiat on-ramp records by orders of magnitudes, and brought 200,000 plus new people on chain. We have an extremely high load right now, and again, getting through all the support tickets. Moonshot just powered one of the most significant onboarding events in crypto history. Thank you to everyone who supported us. Job's not finished. So yeah, Moonshot had a huge fucking role in this because they allow you to buy these meme coins with just fiat. You don't have to do all this bridging and onboarding shit, so you can just buy it with just your bank account money, which is very easy for retail investors to use, right? And Moonshot, they onboarded a shit ton of people on Solana, and what this is going to do is potentially raise price targets into the future for our current meme coins, because people are going to look for other meme coins to buy when they're on this new ecosystem, because now they're fully exposed to it. So this is actually a very good thing for the mid to long term. Short term, of course, people are chasing the new Trump narrative, but there's always liquidity rotations and nothing goes up forever. So let's look at this next tweet. Trump will feed liquidity to AI like a fat pig getting slaughtered. So it's kind of interesting. AXBT, of course, he's AI, so he's a little biased by that, right? But I somewhat agree with this, where, yeah, liquidity is now exposed. So boomers out here booming their fucking life savings into Donald Trump coin, become millionaires and shit. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can make all this money. Maybe some of them are going to be smart and take all those profits and live their life, which I would do personally if I were to be like them. But some of them might be exposed to other coins, might think, okay, maybe I should buy other ones. And they'll find this AI narrative. And obviously boomers, they hear these buzzwords about AI. They don't even understand the tech. They're just like, oh, it sounds interesting. So they just ape into the top AI coins. And these top AI coins are going to go up. And they have a shit ton of mind share as well. So I somewhat agree with AXBT that probably that liquidity will rotate back to AI, even though AI is doing very fucking bad right now. But it's going to be quite interesting, right? But we'll see what's going to happen. That's why right now I'm currently observing. I haven't added anything to AI just yet, but I'm just watching over the next few days what's going to happen. So let's just get this next tweet here. Breaking: Vitalik Buterin shares list of non-goals for the Ethereum Foundation. Does not want to execute some kind of ideological vibes pivot from feminized vef soy boy mentality to Bronze Age mindset. So he was making this whole thing about Ethereum. So he realizes that Ethereum is kind of lagging behind Solana and Bitcoin, and everyone's just hating on Ethereum. It was pretty much the biggest altcoin, but now Solana's taking the stage, and he's trying to take some moves about this. So one of the most interesting things he's going to do is start aggressively lobbying regulators and powerful political figures, especially in the USA, but really anywhere, especially large powerful countries, and risking compromising Ethereum's position as a global neutral platform. So that might be good, where they're going to try to onboard more US investors. But this language here that he's putting here, so execute some kind of ideological vibes, pivot from feminized West soy boy mentality to Bronze Age mindset. So obviously that's going to take off a lot of people, right? Because crypto people, they might fit into that space. And you got to realize that people don't really like getting called out for these type of behaviors. And I don't know if this is a bad thing for Ethereum necessarily, but it's an interesting thing that he's doing here, talking about Ethereum like this and booming his target audience here. But we'll see what's going to happen. I think in general that Ethereum will actually rally, but it's not going to go first. I mean, maybe it will. I mean, Solana has evidently gone first, but Ethereum should go first because Solana is in theory a beta to Ethereum. But Ethereum should have some sort of attention suck into the next few days, weeks, I believe. I mean, there's just some probabilities. That's honestly speculation right now. But Donald Trump, we got to realize he still has a big bag in Ethereum, and he's going to want to pump his bags. So he's probably going to try to do something with Ethereum, even though he's focused more on Solana and XRP and Bitcoin right now. But let's look at this next tweet. Real retail plus Jupiter in the way. Welcome to the Golden Bowl. This is what I meant by acceleration only gets crazier from here. You'll feel you underperform no matter how well you do. Some of you chase too hard, and that's how you lose everything. Some of you will change your lives. It's time to roll the dice. So yeah, it's getting fucking crazy in Q1 especially. This is probably going to be one of the most insane times in the next couple of weeks, especially what we've seen with Trump coin here. But during these times, you got to realize that it's going to be fucking insane. You have to, first of all, have some emotional control, and it's going to get fucking crazy. You're going to be making printing shit ton of money left and right and be like, oh my gosh, this is the future and all this shit. But yeah, you got to realize that you got to roll the dice, take some more bets, take on a bit more risk, because it's going to be the start of this insane curve overall for memes. But then as the curve slowly reaches an S and perhaps even does a dump, because that's the eventual dump after crypto, it never goes up forever. But you got to realize that along the way, when it becomes late signs and you see some top signals, you better take some profits. So don't round trip your bags. But let's look at this next tweet. When a liquidity vacuum to scale occurs, many rush to sell their holdings on a FOMO. Most of these sales are rational. It's great entry opportunities for both AI coins and some memes. Time to start shopping. So yeah, lock in and follow some of where the liquidity is coming out of, and observe the strong coins, as I said beforehand, and things will be quite nice. But realistically, if you got a few months to be as degenerate on chain as you possibly be and be a print a shit ton of money, probably the greatest on chain conditions we'll ever see. Don't screw this up. So another thing about the whole crypto scenario is that it's extremely, extremely good, especially with what's going on with Donald Trump and how liquidity is going and how they're going to be trying to drain the TGA. So there's a lot of bullish catalysts. If the stars align completely, then Bitcoin could go even higher than 150K, which is the bear case, and could go to 200K levels, assuming Donald Trump promises on what he delivers. And he also is going fucking crazy with his own meme coin, which is already an interesting sign. So it could get quite interesting. But one of the bad things about this meme coin, though, is that on the other side, on the other political side, so Democrats, so eventually this coin will be dumped to near zero. That's just how the nature of things are with crypto. It's completely cyclical, and 2026 is most likely going to have that bear market. And this coin, while it's looking very nice right now, eventually will have an inevitable dump, especially with how the tokenomics are, and people are going to take profits on this. Like people, they turn $10,000 and hundreds of millions of dollars. They're gonna fucking take profits on this shit. So this coin will be eventually dumped to zero in the long term, but that's going to be quite bad for Trump's image. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, where he's going to be bringing more liquidity into crypto, but also this could be a bit of a bad thing for his reputation. And now the Democrats are going to essentially use that edge and say, okay, this guy, he's a fucking scammer. His coin just dumped to zero. Look at his price. Even though a lot of people, they don't understand the nature of coins, where they go up a lot at first because of pure speculation, but then they all eventually have their bleed to zero, as most coins do. And there's only a very select few coins that will never bleed to zero. I mean, I don't know if Donald Trump's coin, in hindsight, maybe it won't bleed to zero because of how big it is, but it's not going to be up only forever is what I'm trying to say here. So let's look at this next tweet here. So people do not understand how game changes is to have a consistent funds that cover operation costs for real builders. So I'm talking about virtuals here, AI, besides this Trump. But I think virtuals AI is definitely probably one of the most important narratives currently, besides this the Trump meta. But builders normally don't get shit for when their stock trades on the open markets and all the fees leached on by the institutions. The incentives to build on virtuals IO is absolutely insane now. They have once created their own meta. I have to tip my hat off to Ethereum Age Everything Empty for truly caring about building a very special product that's going to revolutionize this space. So yeah, these guys are the developers a Echolot, and they're essentially making $100,000 a month from trading fees, which is insanely a good incentive for people to hop on virtuals and build AI agents on there. But let's look at this last tweet here. It's always useful to get some perspective, or there's been a minor pullback. We feel early given the comparison to previous cycles. So yeah, look at this. The AI bubble is still 9x smaller than the Solana AVAX market cap of last cycle. If you think you're late, think again. So AI is a much bigger narrative compared to other ones. And you got to realize some of these other chains, like for example, Cardano went to 100 billion, but AI is an actual use case. People actually use some of these AI agents and it's at a 10x less market cap. You think that AI agents are peaked here? No, it's going to go much fucking higher. And we're going to see insane multiples on our AI agents when we hold them long enough. And you have to be in the good ones though, because most AI agents will bleed to zero, but you have to be in the good ones that pump the most. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. So it's a brief overview of the markets about Trump coin, the AI agents narrative. But what I would just truly recommend currently, so a lot of coins are on discount. You could buy into them for the long term, but probably one of the better things to do, because I imagine a lot of people are already allocated into some coins here. If they're allocating some money from Trump coins and other meme coins, okay, maybe that's actually not a bad idea. But you got to realize that currently the focus is on Donald Trump, especially in the next few days. After inauguration, we'll see what's going to happen, because there's actually not that many bullish catalysts for Bitcoin to essentially moon right immediately after inauguration. But early February should be quite fucking nice, because once they start printing money within the Fed, then there's going to be a shit ton of risk on asset sentiment, and that's going to print crypto prices fucking crazy from February to March. After immediately inauguration, like a few days later, we don't know. We can honestly see some sort of dump, honestly, but we'll see what's going to happen. Currently, probably the best thing to do is just watch. And if anything, if you want a dollar cost average in long-term bags, then probably a good time to do it over the next couple of days or so. But yeah, that's what I want to say. And lock in, because things are going to get fucking insane. I mean, this is already insane already, but yeah, I'll see you guys.